is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good morning, Macomb. I'm Megan Sanchez.
And I'm Wyandia Cooper. Welcome to Good Morning Macomb. It's Friday, October 21st.
We have quite the show for you today. 1 week until the goblins and ghouls are out to scare. We have your safe Halloween agenda coming up.
Also coming up, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. See how one event on campus passed their goal in supporting breast cancer research.
Lots of fun fall things going on this weekend, like the big football game. Stay tuned for a long list of weekend events.
But first, we are throwing it over to Devin with our first look at weather. Devin, it was a little bit cooler this morning. How's the weather looking?
Well, it was very cold out across the Tri-States region today. There was a frost advisory that expired at around 8 a.m. this morning, and we actually did see some frost. I saw some frost up on the roof. A live look at our webcam is showing some beautiful sunshine conditions, so that frost has melted off rather quickly. Temperatures upper 30s with dew point around 35, so it couldn't get much colder than 35, but man, it was chilly this morning, and winds are out of the north at 6 miles per hour. Coming up, I will let you know what the forecast looks like for game day and when a little warmer could be on the way after this.
Thanks, Devin. The race that raised over $18,000 a year ago returns to WIU. It's the 4th annual Fallen Soldiers 5K. The event was created to fund scholarships in memory of WIU alumni who died in the line of duty.
Although early registration has come and gone, those who missed the deadline can still register on the race day. Registration is $35 and the race begins at 8:30 in the morning.
People across the country are going to give back to their communities this weekend.
This Saturday is Make a Difference Day. People all over the country are encouraged to go out and volunteer. WIU organizations are getting involved. Students can register to volunteer on Purple Post.
Teaming up to end violence is what WIU did last night during Take Back the Night.
The 27th annual Take Back the Night helps raise awareness for sexual assault and other forms of gender-based violence. Last night, a march was held to Chandler Park, where Mayor Mike Inman and WIU President Jack Thomas spoke.
The Macomb Police Department is opening their shooting range for hunters this weekend.
The decoy range is located at the entrance to Spring Lake. Targets will be provided and attending is required to sign a waiver. Shooters must bring eye and ear protectors.
Now on to the scaring. Sarah and Brad Payne are the makers of the House of Pain, just north of Macomb in Good Hope. News 3 attends the house every year and we can't wait to do it again.
Sarah and Brad put on a haunted house with their close friends and family and make everything inside.
The House of Pain already started their scaring and will continue all through Halloween night. Admission is free, but the Paynes ask for everyone to bring canned items to donate to Loaves and Fishes.
News 3 will be headed to the house next week. Stay tuned for a fun scare.
That's going to be interesting. We're a little over 1 week away from the night that the ghouls and goblins come out to play.
And residents of Macomb have several choices this year of a safe Halloween.
WIU is offering the annual Residence Hall Safe Trick or Treat. Children between the ages of 2 and 12 are invited to trick or treat or play haunted Halloween games.
Safe Trick or Treat takes place on October 30th. Residence halls participating are Bayless and Henninger, Tanner, Corbin Olson, Thompson, Lincoln, Washington, and Grody.
Also, WIU will continue their Halloween scaring with a haunted house. This scaring is suitable for younger children on October 30th in Thompson Hall. For those wanting a little more of a scarier haunted house for adults and teens will be held Friday and Saturday.
The city of Macomb is also hosting their traditional trick-or-treating on Sunday and Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. The mayor's office says if you want to hand out treats, be sure to leave your porch light on.
October may be the month of goblins and ghouls, but it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The WIU Marketing Club took to a bounce house to help raise awareness for women diagnosed with breast cancer. News 3's Paul Villalobos reports.
The WIU Marketing Club held their first Bounce for Breast Cancer fundraiser for this year. The event was held behind Stipes Hall, which hosted over 50 teams of 4 members who pledged to bounce in a bounce house for 15 minutes. With a simple donation of any amount, all proceeds benefited the Linda Fund Foundation. Students not only jumped around in bounce houses, but also had the privilege of playing volleyball, eating food, and bouncing around on a pink ball. Aaron Carr is the president of the marketing club, and he said planning the event was not easy.
So basically what we're doing is we're challenging WIU students to come out here and bounce. We're doing $5 to bounce and $1 power hours every few hours. So we decided to go with a local foundation called the Linda's Fund through MDH, McDonough District Hospital.
Studies show that approximately over 200,000 women have been diagnosed with breast cancer this year. So what better way to help fight cancer by raising money? I told Aaron how he's been enjoying his first Bounce for Breast Cancer event.
It's been a good time so far. I mean, obviously you can tell I'm sweating. I've been playing just about all the activities we have, getting people doing that. We have 88.3 The Dog here.
If you would like to make a donation, log on to www.gofundme.com/B4BCA. For News 3, I'm Raul Villalobos.
That was Raul Villalobos reporting. The marketing club reached their goal of raising over $500. What a great cause.
Yeah, and I know News 3 went out to bounce too. It was just an event that the whole campus could get involved in. This Veterans Day, Flags of Love needs your help. They are calling members of the community wanting to volunteer and contribute.
They will be setting up flags to be displayed around Chandler Park for local veterans. This year, they can anticipate 400 flags to be placed. They will meet at 7 a.m. for a briefing, and free donuts and coffee will be served afterwards. If you're interested, simply show up and offer a helping hand.
Coming up next on Good Morning Macomb, we talk about the McDonough County Humane Society is challenging the community to fundraise.
You have 2 minutes to grab a cup of coffee and join us back here on our award-winning show, Good Morning Macomb.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Welcome back. Genesis Garden is raising funds to continue construction on its homeless shelter.
The organization has been working on a home since January, but still need about $30,000 to finish the project. To raise money, they are having a lockout today.
The organization has been working on the home since January. You can see it up on your screen. They want to finish the outside construction by winter. Genesis Garden Director Will Wetzel says they want to have the home up and running sometime next year.
The lockout started at 6 a.m. and goes until 11 p.m. Participants wear special t-shirts and stay out of their homes for the whole day. The event raises awareness of homelessness in the Macomb community. There will be a rally with live music tonight at 6 p.m. in Chandler Park. One organization challenges the community to raise over $20,000 to help animals. News 3's Veronica Ariola has the story.
3 years ago, an animal lover, Chris Briggs, teamed up with the McDonough County Humane Society to challenge the community to donate money to help animals.
He wanted to donate some money to the Humane Society, and he said he would donate $1,000 in donations that were raised, but he wanted to make it a community effort, and he wanted it to be some kind of a community project.
With the money raised, the Humane Society has been able to give animals medical attention, and they even created a food pantry for dogs and cats. The Humane Society has also been able to rescue dogs from the animal shelter to save them from being humanely euthanized.
It is not a no-kill shelter, so those animals at the animal shelter only have a certain amount of time that they can stay there before they're humanely euthanized. So it's really important for the Humane Society to try to get those animals into good homes. And one way that we can do that is to get them into foster homes.
Rescuing and finding forever homes for the animals is also very beneficial for the animal control officers.
It helps alleviate our load. When the animal's been here for over 2 months, they come and we rescue them out through the Humane Society. That way we don't have to have Doc put them down.
The Humane Society will be accepting donations for the Bricks Challenge from now until October 31st. For News 3, I'm Veronica Ariola.
If you would like to help the McDonough County Humane Society, you have until October 31st to donate.
You can donate online by their PayPal account you can find on the Humane Society of McDonough County's website.
Now on to some news in the tri-state area. Parents of 89 students at Grimes Elementary School in Burlington were given a big helping hand from Arrowhead Motel owner Jerry Fenton.
Fenton donated about $700 to the school to cover all overdue lunch balances. Lauren Simon has the story.
Pops, honey? Okay. It's Walking Taco Day at Grimes Elementary School.
Alrighty, there you go, honey.
Which looks to be the top choice for some picky eaters in the cafeteria.
And you see by the lunch today that they're eating the food that's on their tray, which is important. We can serve anything, but we want them to eat it.
But some students can't afford to be picky because student lunches aren't cheap. Some parents struggle with the payments, leaving schools to put the bill on their tab.
A lot of the kids don't know because the notice goes home to the parent. We don't really say anything to them in line about it. We send a note home to the parents. So it'll positively, in fact, affect the parents.
Now I'm putting together.
But for motel owner Jerry Fenton, having a negative balance on the school lunch dues is not an option. So he paid off all of the late school fees at his alma mater, giving the school $700 towards the bill for both present and future balances.
You know, my mortgage is paid off. I've got a little in the bank. I'm not, a rich person, but I have some extra, and I thought, well, it's good. It's giving back to people.
Making sure neither the students or their parents have to worry about lunch money.
I find it hard to believe in this day and age that there are kids that go hungry. It's just unfathomable to me that that should even happen in this day and age.
So that kids can be kids, giving 89 students the financial security they need to eat lunch in peace.
That was Lauren Simone reporting. So awesome that after all that time, he decided to pay that back.
What a pretty cool guy.
If you could use a laugh today, watch this next video. A news anchor from Richmond, Virginia was just trying to warn his users about a rice cooker, but it all went wrong.
Check your panties. About 175,000 rice, I think that was supposed to be pantries.
I couldn't warn you before I saw it, and I couldn't warn you, Eric. I'm so sorry.
About 175,000 rice and slow cookers are being recalled due to fire and electric shock. hazards.
Just go ahead and say hello to the internet. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm trying to get it together.
It's all good.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Eric Phillips. NBC Morning anchor Eric Phillips and his co-anchor Carla Radite had a great sense of humor about the whole slip-up. In his defense, there was a typo in their script, but they didn't notice it until it was too late.
We've all been there, read something wrong. You can't avoid it. Coming up next on Good Morning Macomb, Devin Biggs will be in the Storm Team 3's Weather Center with a look at the weekend forecast.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about News3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News3 has really taught me to believe in myself and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Devin Biggs.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb here on a beautiful Friday morning. A look at our current surface map showing a nice large region of high pressure across the Midwestern part of the United States. Now we'll start to head in our direction as the cold front that hit us earlier this week has now moved off to the east. Temperatures this morning, my goodness, yeah, they were chilly. We were in the mid to upper 30s. Area wide, so not too bad. On average for this time of year, we're supposed to be in 64 to 41. We will be below average for today, but that will not be sticking around very long. Looking at our infrared satellite, not much clouds to see here across the Tri-States region, and that'll continue to be the case basically for the foreseeable future, which for those of you that like sunshine, that isn't all that bad. So our forecast for today won't be too bad. Nothing but sunshine as high pressure will begin to set up shop across the Tri-States region. And looking ahead for tonight, high pressure continues to move into the region. Basically, the center of it will basically be right close to us, so not too bad. So future cast for tomorrow, basically high pressure continues to stick around, and basically it's going to be really nice for the foreseeable future. So it is going to be very nice. So temperatures for today will basically be in the upper 50s area wide, so grab a sweatshirt. Could be a little chilly out as you head out the door for classes or work. And as we look at tonight, I know the chilly one, basically upper 30s to around 40 will basically be the norm. And looking ahead for tomorrow, it'll be basically upper 60s. Maybe you could squeeze out a 70 for Saturday. So for those who's going to the football game, the day itself will be good, but 6 p.m. kickoff could be beginning to cool on down. So forecast for today, though, it'll be sunny skies, a high around 58. Winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And tonight it'll be clear and chilly with a low of around 38. Winds will be out of the south at 5 miles per hour. And our game day forecast, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. it won't be too bad, but We'll get back to our game day forecast afterward, but our News 3 exclusive 5-day outlook showing nothing but sunshine, so the football game won't be all that bad, and basically it's going to be fun under the Saturday night lights of Hanson Field.
All right, thank you, Devin.
Thank you.
Next on Good Morning Macomb, we take a look behind the scenes of this weekend's football game against the Fighting Leathernecks and NDSU. Stay tuned. Sorry.
How the heck did I miss that?
Hit a base pass. How to hit a receiver. The strike zone. The net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about News 3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. News 3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders. I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. The Western Illinois football team is off to a 5-1 start for the first time since 2003, including a nail-biting road win against Missouri State last weekend.
Sports director Danny Fry broke out the John Madden Translator with head coach Charlie Fisher on a few of the game's key plays to go inside the headset.
As we go to the breakdown, it's all about Adam Brott and the pressure you talked about. He's going to do an incredible spin move here, and we also highlight where Quentin Moon's at this point.
Yeah, this is just a phenomenal play. Adam Brott's been getting better and better. We put him in there as a joker position. He puts pressure on the quarterback, and that's where it all starts. Quentin, he really can run. He's a good coverage defender, finds his way here in coverage, reads the ball in the air, and goes and makes a really nice play.
Yeah, he just moves over, and then the ball fell really right into his lap. That interception early on for Western, setting the tone defensively, and then arguably the biggest play of the game. We actually have a couple of those big plays. To start with the Joey Borsellino catch, and he made an incredible diving play, but how did it get to that point? And it all starts where he was able to go and break some coverage here, right?
Well, you can see right here, we're in a 3-by-1 set. We're going to go 4 verts, and they spin the coverage to post safety, which is ideally what you want. And they let Joey free right down the seam. He runs right by the young man there bumping outside, and they don't match it. And Sean finds him. I mean, that's the thing. It kind of sometimes in 4 verts, you got to read the coverage right, see the safety rotation, and find the middle player that's open, and he does. And what an outstanding catch.
Good blocking to allow McGuire time, but it also looked like he did a good job putting that in a place where only his receiver could get enough lead on that pass.
He did, and you make a good point, Dan. I can't say enough about the job our offensive line did in protection. Really just, against a team that is outstanding against, rushing the passer. We had 2 sacks. One of those was on a naked bootleg where we were unprotected. So I thought our offensive line did a great job.
And then when it came down the line, Leathernecks down 35-31, under a minute to go. Devin Moore gets the call, and then Talk about the blocking here, everybody getting their gaps.
Yeah, we got everybody blocked down right here, and our fullback, Joe Turk, who really played a good football game, he gets hung up inside. He can't get it bounced to get up on 31. That's Dylan Cole, their outstanding backer. So really, as this play unfolds, you're going power on power. You know, our biggest running back on their best defender.
And there is a small hole, that small gap that opens up right there that he took advantage of to the best of his ability.
No doubt. I tell you, how much better could it end?
Thanks, Danny. Western will be put to the test when they host the number 4 ranked North Dakota State Bison on Saturday.
Let's go back to the Coach Fisher for a preview of the top 25 showdown.
I mean, they don't lose very much, so when they lose, you can bet it doesn't sit too well. And you know, they're well coached, they're good, they know what it takes to win. So I mean, we're going to get their best shot. I can tell you that. That's thoroughly what I expect.
This isn't Coach Fisher's first time facing the Bison. Last season as the offensive coordinator at Richmond, his Spiders fell short in a playoff game at the Fargo Dome.
Brought that offense here, and we wanted to run the ball. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that on a very consistent level. Now, we played them in the Dome, which is a very difficult place to play. And I went into that game feeling very good about where we were, and you know, we didn't execute. And it still comes down to that. I mean, no matter what you're doing on offense, defense, you got to execute, and you got to play 4 quarters of good football against them to win. We want everybody to be out. We want our student body to be out and just be behind us 100%. And there's nothing like playing in front of your home crowd, and especially when the energy's there and the excitement. And we're excited to be home. You know, we've been on the road a lot here early on, so our guys always look forward to playing at home here in Macomb.
Kickoff tomorrow is at 6 p.m. under the lights at Hanson Field in the NCAA FCS game of the week.
We're going to take a short break. Don't go away. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
Hillary Dunn was convinced that Western Illinois University would invest in her.
My classes, friends, teachers, and activities have had a tremendous impact on my time here.
Hillary's passion for learning and helping others will lead her down a successful path.
Whether I choose graduate school or missionary work, I'll serve to the best of my ability because I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'd have to say it was just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment. And I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly. They welcome you right when you walk in the door. And you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories. But yet you just get such a real-life experience here at NEWS3.
There's no doubt you'll be eating candy this Halloween, but the question is, which kind?
A survey by Influencer.com showed that America's favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
And they won by a landslide. Just behind Reese's were Kit Kats and Butterfingers.
You know, Halloween's a tough time for me because I don't like chocolate.
You don't like chocolate. Chocolate is the best.
I know, it's crazy. And if you have some Halloween decorations you would like to send to us, email them, pictures of them that is, news3wiu@gmail.com. That's all we have time for this morning.
Well, thank you. But we're online all the time.
Stay up to date with us, news3wiu.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Just search our handle, News3WIU. You can also search for us on YouTube and subscribe.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
From all of us here at News 3, have a great morning, Macomb.